Hi.
How are you?
Good.
Okay, though. I
Man,
need
what's
baby
going
girl
on,
name
guys? You
from
know?
the fifth. I need her name from the Fifth Element, so I can
Oh
call her.
yeah. It's the new vibe.
I need her
Like this
name from.
quarantine, gotta still serving the looks.
Still
Can you
killing the
put your
look. Still
mask?
killing the look.
Can you put your mask on? Let me see you with your mask on. The
My
one with the
mask.
the one with the one with the zipper. Put that one on.
Get your mask, guys.
Yeah, I'm like,
Okay.
wait.
Can you
I
unzip
gotta
it?
get back
Can you
in there.
unzip it?
Yeah, I can.
Let me see that. Let me see. Let me see that.
It has a mesh though, so you could push it in it.
Oh no! It's supposed to be open.
Oh, why you ask? But this is the brand. It's called Busted. Look
Oh,
at
see,
that.
they get the
Busted.
point. Yeah, they get it. They get it.
You got a. Is that like a
Don,
SMM mask?
Yeah, it's a latex mask. It's a fetish,
it is. It's
But is it
fetish
keeping you safe?
website.
it's not.
And they come in all colors, and you can get them in plain black too, yellow, red, pink.
So
So
how many do
just,
you have? How many do you
don't
have?
worry about how much I have right now, right?
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
She got all colors. She
I
got all
can't walk
colors.
around looking like I'm sick now, okay?
She got
How's the
all
quarantine
colors.
between you know, it was
Gotta match all the
effective.
outfits. So,
It's been good to me. I've been being productive,
mhm.
utilizing this time the right way.
Okay.
Give us a little example. Nothing too
Yeah,
crazy.
elaborate.
Staying busy, man. That's it. That's it. Just
We've
staying
all been
busy.
busy. I've been
Staying
busy
busy.
inside.
All like all the things that normally I would procrastinate with, just stand on top of those type of things.
Okay.
Uh, staying goal oriented and driven. Staying driven. Not letting this little pandemic, give me any setbacks. Because 2020 already been rough already.
2020 has been hella rough, okay?
So
2020 has
you
been
gotta
hard.
be able to use this time to your advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Make it work for you. So that's what I've been doing, making it work for me.
Okay.
I've been having so much more money because I ain't been buying rig.
I think everyone has been having so much money now.
I was
Bills are being paid without working, finally.
paid off my credit card.
My dream.
And then I spent it again.
What did you spend it on?
See, I think that's too much information. Like, I'm just when you're an adult.
Wow. So you got a mask too, huh?
You
You
gotta
got one of the masks. You ordered some masks too. Okay.
I have responsibilities and stuff. So I took care of that, and then I rewarded myself as I should, and then it's a cycle.
So what did you buy? Because I know you bought something. So what did you buy?
I didn't buy nothing crazy, just like some pants.
What kind of pants? Tell us. Talk to us. Talk to us. Put us on game. Put us on.
I brought these
We
pants.
want to know.
Oh, you on video too? You right in your room? You can show us.
Nope.
Yeah, pull out your closet.
Pull them out.
Nope.
Let us see what you copped.
Nope.
That's crazy.
He's about to pull out a whole blow-up doll or some shit.
You guys are trying to have another what is it? Intervention, and we already discussed that.
That's crazy.
I see Eve picked a spot where you can't see too much, but you see just enough. So yeah.
Eve, show us your outfit.
You on the road, so.
I'm not even wearing anything much. I'm wearing PJs. I'm keeping it real. Hello Kitty PJs, okay? All right.
Yeah,
okay.
me and my son, we're going to get ice cream. That's why we on the road.
That's dope. That's dope.
I thought I would spice it up a little bit.
Uh-huh.
It's the quarantine has shown me to appreciate. I know it might sound weird, but like just appreciate my family more and just real, like not take it as a joke. I feel like when it first started with the corona and stuff, I wasn't taking it too serious because it wasn't hitting nowhere home. But then like I had a friend, it hit close to home. Well, they didn't die, but like they experienced a death. My father had got it, but he's okay, thank God. Like it just showed me like, wow, I need to tighten up bonds. And then like now I think it's cool that I basically had a family reunion via Zoom. Like I seen cousins, aunties, people I ain't seen in like years down south. So I
That's
thought that was
good.
cool.
That's good. Yeah,
The
same.
only
Like I
thing,
had a couple of friends where they lost some of their elder parents due to Corona, unfortunately. But it's been a time to like really open up your eyes and realize what life is really like. And like to really just meditate and like find what you want in life and to go for it because life is short. People are dying. And like if you were before denying or like in denial of what you want to do in life, do it now because there's people that don't even get to live to do it right now. You know?
right? It's been a blessing. I'm happy. I'm still here. It did help me. I like legit clean my room OD this time. Clean the apartment. Um, only thing I didn't like about being in quarantine, I felt like I was missing the sun. I started
Yeah.
like, well, the colors started to look the same to me a little bit. It's getting a little depressing. Not put
Yeah.
and just wearing sweatpants.
You ain't take no walks.
Think vibes.
Walks are not that fun around in when it's not in New York.
What?
I
Yo, I
want to
think
take
I
a
should
walk
have
in
left.
like Connecticut. I want to go in the woods right now. I've been wanting to go upstate for like a long time right now.
Have you
Just
traveled
come
during?
here,
Or
E.
you just been in New
Yeah,
York?
E. Just come here.
Oh, go to Atlanta.
I mean,
No.
we should
Come
talk
to
about it. Right?
Tennessee.
We're ready to jump into it.
Road trip.
Yeah,
Well,
road
I'm
trip.
ready. Kidnap me then.
Road
Okay?
trip.
Take me out of this hellhole called Liberty Avenue, okay?
Look, at the what is it? Next month? Yeah, next month. Oh yeah, that's like 2 days. Yeah, like 2 days. The end of the month, June. Bet we're gonna set something up.
Mm-hmm. Just so you know, June 23rd is my birthday,
Oh,
so
so your birthday coming up. What's up?
Okay,
okay.
okay.
Taurus
Your
pass.
little water sign.
What are you? Taurus? I think.
I'm a
No?
Cancer.
Oh yeah. You yeah.
Oh, what is that? What is that?
It has
You know the
it's
vibe.
neither here or there. I said, oh cool.
Uh-huh. I see you, Will. I see
I'm
you.
thinking like it sounds so familiar. Like, oh, that's
I can't. Oh my god. So in other news, what have you guys been doing? Like, have you picked up any hobbies, finished any TV shows, video games? Like, what's going on?
I have been using my Xbox One more. I
Uh-huh.
downloaded what is it? I think it's called Infinity 2. It's like
Uh-huh.
I'm not really a gamer. A lot of games are old, so I just needed something to do because I was starting to run through Netflix, and every time they upload a new show, I, I was done. I was watching it.
Uh-huh.
Issa Rishi had a new movie that was cool. Like Lockdown, I forget. I don't know. Don't quote me, but that was cool. Like I just been watching too much TV. I feel I've been catching up on my napping. I've been experimenting with recipes more. I'm able to like help my sister and my mom more. Just like that. I'll play Monopoly, let's play Uno since I'm being in the house. But it's kind of weird because I feel like every time I feel like I'm doing my part, I look outside and I look around. Everybody just still living life. But I won't lie. I have went out recently, but that was needed for like a couple people's birthday, and then everyone's birthday is coming up now. So I think that's cool. But other than that, video game recipes, self-awareness. I feel self-love helped.
Okay.
Yeah, just self-organization. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I mean, I've been playing Animal Crossing. Like,
How is that?
I literally got the Switch just before quarantine hit. So I've been playing. I already put like 400 hours into Animal Crossing, so I'm a psycho. But
Yo, I
I love
remember that
video
game on the
games.
GameCube, bro, and I used to hate it. I'm like, bro, this is so boring.
I've been playing Mario Kart. I've been playing a lot of video games right now.
Okay, dope. Have you
And
been
I've been watching this new show called Hollywood on Netflix. You guys should watch it if you haven't seen it before.
finished that?
It's so good, isn't it?
Finished it. Like, nah,
So
like I
good.
was like, wow, the creative, like, was it Murray? I don't remember.
Yeah.
Was you? I was like, oh wow, dope. Like I'm just waiting. I feel like it's just slow. I feel like I haven't realized
What do
how
you
much
want?
freedom we had. And
Yeah,
I'm like,
You
yo,
don't
why
want
is
no
no
ice
new
cream?
movies out? Because they haven't dropped nothing. Because it's not movies.
yeah, that's good.
I've been watching like old TV series that have like 8 series.
That's so
What it
Raven.
look like?
Okay,
What it look
the
like?
Proud Family, loving all of that.
Oh, you reminded me that I could watch Proud Family.
I have Disney Plus. I've been going
Send me,
crazy with that
text me
shit.
info. Text
You
me
got
info.
money.
I could go on my phone right now. My TV.
I've been living my life. And like my mom has been baking me brownies. So, I've been getting my little high.
Have you learning how to make brownies? Boom. You got to get the recipe.
I know.
Big
It's
ones.
good. Your guys are missing out. I'll tell you that. Hmm.
Yeah,
I watched Ozark. I finished Ozark.
great,
I've been
great ending. Great,
yeah,
Ozark.
great ending.
Yeah, Ozark.
I haven't watched Ozark.
Oh, you
Yo,
lame. You lame.
you
I
gotta,
have not.
you gotta get in tune. When I tell you I was watching everything, I was watching stuff that I was like,
Yeah.
I don't care for this, but it's on. Like the TV literally was watching me after a couple hours. I'm like,
Oh my god.
like I'm over here facing the wall and I'm hearing it. Like, oh, I can imagine what happened.
Oh my god. It's that good.
It's you like all good shows. It comes
Yeah.
with the slow points and the high points. I feel like what made me realize how much time we had was when I was just staying up to 5 o'clock, 3 o'clock. You know,
Yeah.
I was working, like still working, but like I didn't realize I wasn't having no break
Yeah.
in my social life, my extracurricular activities, and still trying to maintain watching stimulate some type of imagination when it came to TV.
Hmm.
So I'm like, oh wow, I finally like got to like just relax and I think that's a blessing in disguise. Like, yo, I don't gotta wake up to go to work. But now I could also say I'm like a vampire. Like I was saying again, like, oh, like I've been going to sleep at 6 a.m. Like sun's been coming up. I'm like, oh, time to take a nap.
I've tried. I always hit the 5 o'clock mark and then I head back to sleep. But I'm not a late sleeper, so it's like when I go to sleep, even if it's like 5, 6 o'clock, I still have to wake up at like 10, 11 max.
Why?
I can't sleep late. I can't
I feel like
sleep
I don't
in.
like to miss the day. I just need
Have
to,
y'all
I
been
need,
having company over?
No.
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 company? No.
I mean, I've been living with my grandma,
No company?
so I can't do that shit because I'm paranoid for her. So
Got you.
I can't be bringing people over like that.
Okay. So
What about you? Oh, have you been having your little party, your house party?
Nope, I don't have no house parties. I don't do those type of things.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. I just been working, going home, grinding, trying to stay busy, and that's it.
That's good. And eating ice cream, of course.
Yeah. Me and my son. All right, thank you. Me and my son, we're gonna eat this ice cream. Well, he's gonna eat this ice cream.
What? You're not gonna eat it too?
I got a smoothie.
Yeah.
Oh. How are you going to get ice cream and you're getting a smoothie though? No.
A milkshake or a smoothie?
A smoothie.
No, that's not it.
Oh, okay.
No, that's it. I don't really do ice cream. I do more smoothies.
What's his favorite flavor?
He got this thing called Sherbet Reckless.
Okay.
So let me show them.
Never heard about that.
Wait, can you see it? That's what it looks like.
Oh wow! Oh, it's some Baskin Robbins thing.
Yeah.
Okay. That's cool. I like to keep it simple, either strawberry or vanilla. That's it.
What, for ice cream?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, mine is butter pecan. That's my shit.
You said what? Buttercream?
Yeah, butter pecan.
Oh, okay.
That's not bad. I've tried it before.
I like it a taste. I don't want a whole serving. Like, oh, sample, thank you.
See, I like that. Yeah.
You taste and go.
Like,
Gotta get your
like,
freebies anywhere.
but you try everything else. Like, let me just.
Yeah, that's my I like that. So, what else is new, man? Oh, Will, did you hear? Did you hear that the All right, thank you. You too. Thank you. Did you hear that the Dior store had got hit in Atlanta?
The looting, man, the looting. Let's talk about the looting. First one in this pandemic as well is just very showing society, and a lot of things aren't playing into that. And we just, I feel like as for the Black community, a lot of people, including myself, just wants, equality and justice. And I feel like it's always prolonging when it comes into, as a result of another Black man dying, for it to lead to this, because there is still no justice, there's no verdict. But don't want to get too heavy into that. But yeah, the DS story, man, I'm kind of sad. I know it sounds bad, but
all right, let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. With all of this looting, what purpose does that serve?
it's getting America's attention. It's getting someone's attention, and I feel like if there was no looting, the peaceful protests, like there's no action, no one's taking us serious. Like, why is it?
Do you think it's gonna be more bodies? Do you think it's gonna be more bodies now because people are looting?
No, I feel like, well, Trump did say like shoot on sight in a way. It would have happened already. I just feel like now they're being more bullies, and like cops have always been bullies, but I feel like it's gonna be more like, if I stop you, it's not for no reason. I'm stopping you because I legit can now. It's not an excuse. Like, you right now eating ice cream, a cop don't have to give you no explanation anymore. Like, oh, I'm just stopping you because of the color of your skin. That's how I feel. It's very much gonna be very how it's always been, is targeting you, targeting us. I don't know if you seen earlier this morning that a couple or like a guy and a girl got tased in the car, and I'm like, whoa! It's like they broke the window, they stopped the car, they tased the girl, then tased the guy. I'm like, if you have all this power to just stop someone from moving, all you just have to say, hey, I need you guys out to just attack the car. I haven't seen any new cases of people like bodies dying or dropping. I just seen a lot of fires, a lot of people like I was on Twitter, they were burning buildings down, but this is all in retaliation because the government, or I think the city, was so quick to just the murderer's house instead of like worrying about the city itself. But hopefully there is some type of like resort. I feel like 100% no, it's not the answer, but it's causing something, some type of, you're paying attention now. People are paying attention. Everybody,
yeah, but I don't think it's for like the things that they're looting though is for personal gain. It's not for any. It's not for what is the what has.
So what would you have? Well, what would you have them rather loot?
I would rather have them loot something that has been negative to our community.
Yeah.
Like versus a Dior store. We haven't had any bad press about somebody in a Dior store.
It's not Dior. I feel like it's the designer in general, and as everyone knows, which I've said it earlier when I talked to my friend about it, everything is insured, bro. We were
everything. Yeah, but everything is insured, but that still don't give them the right reason to do it, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at it from this standpoint, right? Just say they're looting and they're looting local businesses, like small businesses, right? A lot of those people, they may have insurance, but they may not be able to come back from that though either. Because some of these things like might be so rare, so like it might like say like a vintage store, like they had like sneakers in there and stuff like that. Some of these items, they even though they might have the money, they may not be able to get that back again though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't just about the.
No, I mean, there's always pros and cons to the situation.
I don't feel like it's just like I don't feel like it's justified for this particular cause.
Not just that, though. There's been many reports that a lot of these looters have been looting people of color stores. And just like right now, it's like a worse time because of the pandemic. People are already suffering because they're not making business because of Corona. So if they didn't have money before and the government was giving them problems to help them pay their rent, the destruction is going to make it worse. And it's also that there's a lot of non-people of color that's looting into these stores and then framing Black people like we're all looting and destroying the property when it could be a white person that's doing it and not a Black person.
Same thing with the
So
protest.
that's another thing.
I don't know if you've seen, they said they had people come in to just lay bricks out, starting fires with cars. It's not necessarily us in a way. Like, all you see in the video is mass, but 9 times 10, like, we're not always starting the looting. Or Atlanta, I think that video was different. But you know,
no. I'm not saying us. I'm just saying in general with the looting in general. Like, it's not. It's. There's no positive.
My thing is, why did it take looting for it to for us to get attention, for it to start being talked about? The man it's been over, like, I think 2 weeks.
Stop.
Like, it took that to happen. It took buildings to be on fire for the world to start paying attention.
I think it's all, like, I mean, everything is temporary right now. Like, we have become so numb to these events that, like, we just in a moment right now. Like, next week we probably because we get it, like, it happens so often that, again, we're numb to this now.
But I think this is the first time.
Like, if you pay attention to if you pay attention to the news and social media, you should be numb to this. Like, nothing is like a shocker anymore. Like, oh my God, like even you watching a video, you can already, like, it's already like premeditated. Oh, I already know what's about to happen.
But should you be numb and nothing happens though? Like, that shouldn't be justified.
No. Yeah, something can, like, we can protest today, but then what about tomorrow, the next day, the next week, next month, a year from now? Like, we don't keep these people's names relevant enough to be able to make sure that a proper action is being happening. Like, we only talk about it for a short period of time, and then that's it. We don't talk about it no more because it's like, that's old news. We got to keep these things fresh in order for something to change.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone has to play their part, or someone come up with something to actually make a change. Like, I read something, it's like, yes, you retweet this, you share this, but what are you doing when you're not on social media? How can you actually bring change? And that's what we got to figure out as a community. Like, okay, we can protest what we want, but, like, how can we bring actual change?
I mean, they have been talking that how we can really make actual change is, like, for all these counties and districts, people just need to start voting better. They need to start voting for proper attorneys, proper governors, proper mayors, because they're putting all these rednecks and racist people in charge, and then you can't be in shock when someone gets shot or, like, killed for doing nothing wrong, you know?
They have to be able to vote local, because that's most important. So, piggybacking off of what you just said, voting local is the most important vote that anybody can have.
Yeah.
That's number one. Number two is, like, in a community, the same way that we can talk about, you know, cars, clothes, every other non-important thing that don't, like, have a direct come on, Eve, help me out. Direct something. I'm trying to like put it together, but I can't. I'm trying to focus and drive. Like.
So do you feel like if George Floyd didn't die, we wouldn't be in this? Like, none of this would have happened?
Nope, not at all. The fires, the looting, nope, not at all. because
I feel like if it wouldn't
people
happen with
die.
George Floyd, it would have happened to someone else because these
Yeah,
shootings
yeah,
happen
yeah.
all the time.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, but even it has happened before, and like we haven't been looting, we haven't been rioting. I mean,
It
we've
wa-
been rioting, but it's been a lot peaceful. Like it's been peaceful, and then it dies off.
I think it
Like
was
in the last
the
in
back
this
to back.
last year, we probably got 5 people that's done died in this last year. Oh, I mean,
No,
in
we
this
had,
year
we
already.
had the amount of black people died within a whole month. Like it was
Yeah.
legit. Every time he's on social media, another black man or woman targeted and killed. And no, I think that's what it is. I think it was build up. I feel like this year it has never been so back to back to back. It's been like
Yeah.
maybe 2 months, 3 months. So maybe it did die down because they actually were able to focus on one
You need to eat that,
person
son.
case and they got a result. It's been every time for that whole what are we in May? Like honestly, from the ending of beginning of May, it's been a black person. I'm gonna get the list, but it's been like back to back to back. I think that's what it is.
But honestly, the whole reason why we're even knowing about all these deaths is because people are just getting smart with camera. Because imagine before camera and all videos and all this, probably people were getting killed the same way. It's just we didn't know about it. We're now finally knowing about it.
We have that technology. We can do something.
I mean, it's technology, but it's also being able to spread the word. Like I think that's the most important, is being able to make people aware of what's going on. Because like even with the incident with the guy that was jogging, and then the 2 white males came up and basically shot and killed him while he was jogging. If there wasn't someone filming that, then that would have been we would have never heard about that. Number one, and number two, that like they wouldn't even have got charged, because like the dude worked, like he was police. So he already got buddies in that particular field, and he got power at those tables. So nothing would have happened to him. But saying that it was video, they had to do the proper procedures, even though it took 3 months down the line for them to even be talking about this.
Yeah.
So it's like
he died in February.
People have to be people like us. If we want change, and we want to stop being the face of news, then we have to become smarter at what we're doing.
I agree with that.
Wait, you said in order for us to stop becoming news, we have to become smarter?
We have to become smarter.
We have to own things. We have
not,
to reclaim what was lost from us, what was taken away. We need to be to educate one another and our newborn and their kids or whatever. And we need to like acquire things for ourselves and not just live off of what people give us.
So we all have, like, not in New York, but in other parts of the country, we have the ability to get your gun, like to have a gun, right?
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of these things, a lot of these cases we are talking about come from guns. So imagine if every black person or every sorry about that.
All right.
Every person of color, no matter what race, but of color, applied to get a gun license. Imagine how fast they would change gun laws across the nation. Those gun laws would be changed so fast. They'd be like, oh no, you want a gun? Nah, you can't get a gun. No, you cannot get a gun. Or people would be just a little bit more cautious on how they interact with someone of color, or someone of color too, because now it's the possibility of that person might have a gun too. So it's like all of the things
that's just making us seem to be a bigger threat, though, and we're already a threat to people. That's why they're trying to kill us.
Dictate whether if I live or not. That's what the issue is. Yes, I hear y'all, but it's very much your color of your skin shouldn't define if you get to live or not, if you're a threat or not. When all you're doing is going to the store, you're taking a jog. That shouldn't.
I guess because not people of color always look at people as a threat. That's why they always approach the harshest things and just like talking to people. That's why I'm just like, is all this violence going to really bring us forward than backward? Because we're just going to see more of a bigger threat.
And history of evolution is very much that. It starts with violence into something. Anything peaceful hasn't got no one.
You gotta be able to bring that to their front door. In order to get change, you gotta be able to bring it to the front door. If they already think we're a violent people, imagine now, you know, you got 2,000, 5,000 people coming into that's of color. You know, they're gonna see a spike. They're gonna see a spike, and they're gonna be like, we don't want all of these guns on the streets. We don't want all these guns on the streets. All these legal guns on the streets at that. So they'll eventually change some of the rules, because it's like, no, they're already violent without guns. We can't allow them to now have guns too. No, we got to change some of these laws. So, but it's like we got to be able to put people. We got to be able to put people that look like us in those particular seats too, to make sure that the laws represent us at the end of the day too. Because some of these things, absolutely ridiculous. Like literally, absolutely ridiculous.
What's ridiculous?
Like, we can have, like, I seen a like, it was a collage of it was two photos. It was the one with people protesting and like they had the car on fire, and then it was like some white guys protesting about like gun laws and shit like that, and they all had like AK-47s with them and stuff like that.
It said May 1st to May 28th, right?
Yeah. So it was like, what's the difference?
The difference was that Trump. What? Damn, let me find that. It said, "Oh, these people are just angry," and then because they were white, it was the statement was like, "Oh, these people are angry," and then the next statement was, "These thugs."
These thugs. Yep.
We don't have no guns. We don't have anything. In the first picture, everyone had guns.
Everybody had guns. Now imagine in that second picture, now everybody got guns.
But why are we thugs? Because we're
you know what I'm saying? It's like it's that perception. It's that perception that they're gonna always place on us, because I mean, that's just, I don't know, man. It's like,
it's not even being nice.
Things move forward. It has to change.
The racism is crazy, bro.
It has to change, but the conversation has to stay relevant too. Like, we can't just like we can't just post something today because it's cool, and it's like, oh yeah, I was at this protest and blah blah for today, you know, just to be able to get out there, and then tomorrow you're not still fighting the same fight that you fought the day before. Like, and that's a lot of the issue too, because a lot of times somebody can post something just to be able to show on social media, oh yeah, I was a part of this for one day, and then the next day, that's it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
so you're just saying people really need to be really devoted and like really correct. On top of it.
You got to be devoted to the cause. This is not just something for a post and get likes and then you go on about your day.
Not a joke.
Nah, these are this is not a joke. These are people's lives.
This is our future. You know, this is your like like not your son's view, but you know what I mean? Like it's everything has
No,
to
no,
Yeah.
no. It's
bro.
no. This is his. No, this is his future too, because he is a colored male. You know,
Yeah.
even though he look mixed, it still don't matter. He is very well a dark male.
And Twitter has shown me like a lot of people are really still in that colorism like space, and it just showed like it was just a lot has happened, and it just like wow, like oh, some people really think like that, and I think it just knowing having your morals, knowing who you are, and just doing the best you can. Like I'm not gonna lie and say, yeah, I went out to protest, but I did what I could.
I'm sitting right here. I'm gonna finish this call.
Yeah.
But I also
Man,
didn't make it like a photo op. Like I'm seeing a lot of things, and I'm like, why is this a photo op? It shouldn't be a photo op. You should just be there because it's something you strongly believe
correct.
in.
You don't even have to post that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't even have to post that. Who are you posting it for?
No, but what I don't like is how as soon as they realize, I guess us as a black community, everyone coming together, and we're getting support from um all different groups of of races.
There you
It
go.
started to be like, oh well. As soon as everybody started joining us, it was oh okay, well we're thugs, and now we have to demolish this because this is becoming too strong. So
Yeah, yeah.
everyone has like the police have the right to just use brutal force, and I'm like, but when white, that's to say, but like when you compare other protesters, you go, y'all let them do whatever they want. They act
Exactly. They
like
showed many videos of protesters protesting over football and things that are meaningless over a human's life.
guns, and then when I'm watching videos in the video, I think we finally had a protest in Brooklyn like 2 days ago or yesterday. The NYPD is running over people. I said, y'all really just want to kill us and be okay with it. Like, yep, well, we had the right to. That's what the president said. But when we get violent back, that's what y'all don't like. And I'm realizing like it's not even just us. Like I was watching videos of Japan, they showing you like how to disable tear gas. I'm like, bro, we're in like a state of panic, and it's like all we want is justice, bro. It don't take
racism goes all around. It's like obviously black people get it the most, but Muslims, like Mexicans, Asians,
always been oppressed, bro.
Always.
Like no whiz can ever take
Jewish
that from
people, it's just never gonna end,
Everyone
it's
likes
never
that, yes, but we've been suppressed. We've been doing since we came here. We built America up for it. So, like I was saying, it was like we built America so we could burn it down, and I wasn't mad at that.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's a good point.
It's just people are not really aware that we built America because everyone just knows that, oh, we're just slaves, and that doesn't really ring a bell in their head. Like
what was slave? Oh, well, I was enslaved too. No, we were taken from our homeland. Like it was, I don't want to have a history lesson about it, but it's just, I don't think people, when I went to school and we studied Black history, it took me years after to actually do research on my own to actually see like this, y'all just like, y'all didn't even scrape into the depths of it. Y'all just told us like, oh, we slaves, this will happen. But it wasn't until I like, oh, like, let me actually see what happened, or like, let me dig in, because I think what I was doing, studying history, and I'm like, oh, this is not what was kind of told to us. Like, I wasn't saying y'all was beating us and torturing us. It was just, oh, you were slaves, and then you got freed. Next chapter.
The problem with every situation, every topic is information. People not being able to have enough information. Like, if you go, like, you're in Brooklyn, if you go to like the Jewish community, I'm pretty sure, like, it ain't even, I'm pretty sure, like, it's like you can see it with your own eyes that the information there is all around. Like, that dollar is kept inside of that community, like literally inside of that community. They have businesses thriving. You see new development popping everywhere here and there, but then you see who's the people that's like actually doing the development, and it's like Jewish, like they're all Jewish. That's
yeah.
we gotta be able to get
Do
this.
that, you know?
Yeah, we gotta be able to unlock information. And
but you say Black people have to really come together, because it's like,
correct,
I don't know
correct.
why, but it's like we want to take each other down instead of build each other up and push each other to do better. I don't know why. Like, we should empower ourselves. We shouldn't need to look to the white man to empower us.
I agree.
You know, like, we had riches millions of years ago. We came from Egypt. We had gold. We had so much luxury, and that was taken away. All our artifacts is in the Met Museum.
I mean, even today, our dollar is the most valuable dollar. Like, the black dollar is the most valuable dollar because we're the ones that's keeping the economy thriving and booming in certain sectors. So if we able to spend all of this money on, you know, say like designer shit that don't have anything to do with us, why can't we spend the same amount of money that we will put into somebody that don't look like us into somebody that does look like us?
That's why they were saying that, I think on July 4th, all people of color should not like spend no money for like a day or something to make an impact. But I don't know how official that is.
Yeah, I've been seeing posts about that. But I've always known that. I mean, besides us, our money, we spend our money everywhere else but within us or within our community. I feel like just now we're slowly starting to see how it's more business owners, more entrepreneurs. There are more programs, there are more nonprofits generated for our community, by our community. I think it takes steps, it takes baby steps. It did like this as well, that just being home and being able to like not buy, like, I guess not to buy stuff, but like just not having an option to shop as much as I would if I knew I could like leave the house when the stores were open. It made me realize like my money is like, I'm worth my money. Like, I work hard for money. So when certain things are going on, I get everyone's not reacting, but I do know the value of my money and where I should spend it at. And if it's somebody wrote something like, people are crying about these businesses being looting, and it's like, these are the same businesses that have someone follow you around the whole store. But okay,
the
store got robbed.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not right, but
with that definition, like I'm not upset at like something that's like, if we just say you was to go in Barney's and like, you know, you had a bad experience in Barney's, and then later on here they come and they loot Barney's. Hell yeah, loot Barney's. Like, you know, you're gonna be discriminated in some of these stores. Yes, get them the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
get them out of here. But if you go into a store on a regular basis and all they give you is like some of the best hospitality possible and the best customer service, that's not the store that you need to be taken away from. Like, you know what I'm saying? That needs to be the store that y'all keep safe. Like, y'all want to see that there.
Yeah, respect, because they gave you respect, and it'll just create more hate if you violate a store that never really showed hatred towards a community, you know?
Correct.
But I think in a riot, and it's a whole strip of stores, I think that's unrealistic.
Yeah, but it's only
one personality is gonna be probably, you know, for every 10 there's always one, like, you know.
But it's only unrealistic for the person that don't get it. Because like, just say you got a black owned business, like you got a black owned just say like Pierre Moss, right? So you got the Pierre Moss brand. You always try to, you know, stay positive and always practicing like like honoring the black community. Yeah, pro black. So it's like, if you had that store in your community and around it, it's all looting, why would you want to cause any harm to that particular excuse me, any harm in that particular store? Why would you want to do it?
I'm saying in the sense of, okay, you can make that self-righteous decision, but it's other groups. There are other people coming around. So that meant everyone would have to have the same. Sorry, everyone would have to have the same mindset. Like, okay, well, no, not this store, not this store. And that's what they were saying earlier on Twitter. It's like, yo, bro, if you have a black-owned business, say it. But then I also seen a post on Instagram too, and I think I don't know what store he owns, but I seen a lot of people reposting it. He was like, I had to come and get my shotgun because people were trying to loot my store, and they were like, I have to put my shotgun in people's face to let them know, like, nah, not this store, and I think it's black-owned. So that's what I'm saying. It was like he was like, oh, I see everybody else around me, but if he wasn't there, the store would got looted. I think right now it's just no one's thinking. No, people probably are. You're probably right. I think let's just destroy as much as we can.
Yeah.
And there's no real end to this looting because it's like if you have 10 stores in a block, you can just loot those 10 stores and just continue looting until there's no stores left. Like, when will it end, you know?
Think about how and then you got to think about how much harm that's actually doing to your community versus good.
Not just that, people will be out of jobs. You know?
That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying.
Who are already out of jobs.
Yeah, but take the pandemic out of the equation, because even still, like, even without this pandemic, he probably still would have died. Or we know for a fact that it will be another person of color to die in a pandemic or after a pandemic. So if they're gonna loot, they're gonna do it regardless. So, but we also have to keep in mind that, again, it is still people of color that work in these stores, and it will eventually hurt the community that it's in.
Not just that, even out of spite, even if it doesn't really hurt the store, they might just lay off half the people of color workers because of people of color attacking the store to begin with, you know?
Yeah, it's so many different ways to look at that. I mean, even if you go back to like the Rodney King, well, that might have been like when y'all were born, but if you was to like do research on like the Rodney King and they started like to riot like LA and stuff, like it took them years, literally years, to fucking rebuild like LA. And then for the people that did all of the looting, it didn't help that community at all. Besides, it's like, I got a nice big screen TV now, or a new microwave or some shit like that. Like, what's the purpose in that? Just to get something for
they're gonna make jobs to rebuild the community that they destroyed, because everyone won't have a job. So basically, all the looting is basically like, oh well, since I did it, well, we're offering jobs, or you're gonna rebuild back your community again. Like, I totally hear y'all guys on that aspect. I just really hope that is. But
what money? That money is not going into our pocket because we don't own construction companies.
No, what I'm saying is that if you ransack your county, you're out of the job already. The only job is that they would make available is for you to rebuild the destroyed property. That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
So all that new housing, all the new stuff that you were supposedly supposed to get, affordable housing, and like you said, now that everyone's out of a job, the only jobs that would become available is to rebuild your city. You think
in a sense. You think if they tear everything down, so just say they tear everything down, and some of these areas are already in the worst parts of the city already. So that just gives them a better opportunity to now buy this property at a cheaper rate, and now we're gonna raise the property value and put, $250,000 to $1 million homes on these lots. So now by you tearing down your community, we're gonna give you a job to build it back, but now you're not gonna be in this community anymore. We're gonna push you somewhere else. Gentrification all over again. It's like people are not thinking about so many different aspects and outcomes, and what the rioting can do, what the looting can do if they're not doing it the proper way. And
I think when people started the riots and looting, it was just, again, it wasn't.
It's just out of emotion. Like, people just acting. Yeah. And it's okay, but you got to do it in a smarter way. You have to do it in a smarter way.
Like, honestly, I wasn't mad that they burned down the prison because, okay, or the cop car.
Oh, yeah,
okay,
burn that down, burn that down, burn that down.
Sense. But don't just start randomizing these stores, you know?
But you got to remember,
you can't get too carried away. You got to still keep it professional regardless, you know?
I seen a post and she was like, yo, I think it was in LA. They was like, yo, we just had a peaceful protest. All of a sudden we left the area, cars on fire. That's why I said it goes like not every like you have to open your eyes. Like they are setting shit. I don't want to curse. They're setting things up so to make it look like we're just out of control.
Yeah.
I seen another video. The guy had on all black, white guy, glasses, umbrella, with the hammer breaking, destroying property. Like you said, they know that's what's gonna happen. But that's again not everywhere. Like not maybe Atlanta was a bad example because. You know, but that was like a mall. But I don't think people are just randomly like, oh, let's just shut down the grocery store. I think it's more sort of corporations. I don't think especially if I know I live somewhere, I don't think I would attack my supermarket.
Yeah.
When I know that's for everyone. I think maybe like, I don't know, some stores, but it's just be like, I think it's more about corporations or stuff that wasn't adding any value to the community itself.
Anyway,
that would be targeted.
I also feel like non-people of color shouldn't be going forward to attack these stores either, because if a person of color doesn't feel the anger to do that, then you don't have to do it either.
But with some,
I mean, that's
and a lot of videos, a lot of white people in the videos. Like
that's why I told Eve earlier. I don't feel like no white person needs to be out protesting at all. No, like stay at home. Stay at home.
Always something to do because they know it's no.
Stay at home.
Because in general, we're all gonna get blamed. They're not gonna get blamed. We're gonna get blamed for it.
Correct. I don't need to see no white person protesting outside. Go home. Go home. Go home. You will never experience.
It's weird to say, but I'm scared of the future. I don't know what to like expect, and that's an easy feeling. Like I know, like New York, like because they would just shoot. Like I said, we cannot loot in New York because the way the NYD already treats us, as soon as they would just shoot us. It would be no talking. It would be no trying to regulate, shooting us on sight. I said these other states, and they know that, like, don't have too much police enforcement, sheriff. The counties are all small. I said they will shoot us before we even get to need a militia. They will shoot us. I walked up the block.
See, the difference is,
I didn't know it was that real, bro.
The difference is too is that New York
retaliate.
New York got cops on every block, and a lot of these other states and counties, like it's like it's a little further away. So if somebody if somebody wanted to cause any harm or any damage to a certain particular location, they at advantage because it's gonna take time for the police to arrive. Versus like in New York, you do some shit on 34th Street. Shit, you only got a block. You might even have a half a block. Your ass is gonna get got.
They already got your description. You like, wait, what?
They already. You know what I'm saying? It's 15 cameras on every block. You gonna get got. Like
Karen already done called, said, "Hey, a suspicious black man outside. It's 3 a.m." Karen already. Before you even attempted to get to the store, Karen already called. Like,
it's nowhere.
I should check this out.
Yeah, it's not even. It's nowhere the same. Nowhere the same.
It's not. It's not.
It's a blessing and curse. Like I know it sounds bad, but I'm gonna just say it. Like, okay. It's never good to destroy no one's property.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's something I feel like I would want to experience. Like, oh, that's like. Like in the moment, yes, I feel like I'm making change, but probably reflecting and talking to y'all, I would have probably been like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have broken to that store. But
Now,
you know, it's just okay. I think people feel empowered. They're doing something. It's rather than
now
just sitting. What?
I can say one store that I didn't feel no type of way about it was it's a jewelry store in Atlanta called Icebox, and they broke into Icebox and stole like $2 million worth of jewelry.
Wow.
No. He said and that's
I'm
what I'm
on the
saying.
phone.
People, no. This way he said. He said with the quickness. He said, haha. No one robbed us. Everything is in all the real items are in the vault. Everything I was for display, and I'm just like, for you to have that attitude during this, and majority of your customer and money comes
Are
from
black?
black
Yes.
entertainers and rappers and industry. I said, you were so quick to be like, "Hi, you ain't getting it." And it's like, bro, like, can you speak on what's the current events? People are so
Yep.
quick to say something else besides focusing on what's actually happening in the world. Like, bro, y'all guys are immigrants that came and made it successful, and you're making money off of
black people. Yes.
And that showed me like, bro, they just see you as
a dollar.
money, a number. They don't care because like, okay, that rapper died, but I know another rapper to come. It's like, bro, yeah, it was no sympathy in that post. It's like, haha, shout out to all the security, and it's just like, bro, like,
yep,
you weren't. No one. It's like, and they made it seem like, oh, like people just robbed them. No, the whole mall was getting robbed, bro.
Yeah.
But then you want people to come back and shop with you. Like, I don't think I would want to spend money there. Like,
nah, that's
I robbed it, but I ain't get robbed. Like, just humble, bro, humble.
Humble yourself. Yep, you have to humble yourself
and not take advantage of the situation like crazy.
Well, I mean,
We'll see.
that's why I said we just got to be able to put our money in more important places versus just in other communities.
Not just that, we have to remember Martin Luther King and all our ancestors. Like, they did not slave and die for us just for us to go back to that time, you know?
Yeah. Nice.
Like, we have to make them proud somehow, you know?
Well, if honestly, ain't nothing changed. No. Yes, we're graduating more, they're more black. Like I said, more black. Like, yes, but slowly but progressive. But for everything that could have been pumped a little forward, we're still getting killed. It's still not equal. It's still no equality. Like, everything Martin said is still, we're still waiting for that day to happen.
Yep.
Yes, we go to school with the same different races, but it's still a prejudice there. It's still some type of resentment, like racist towards us, and we just happy to be like, and that's what's crazy is like, bro, we're just happy to have the opportunity, happy to go to high school, happy to go to college, happy to buy a car, happy to provide for my family, happy just to be a household, like be a household, and then y'all come on and just strip it down. No, you can't get approved for a loan, but that loan would benefit my idea. You guys don't want us to prosper, but want to steal all the ideas, and it just shows you like, y'all really built the back. America was built off our backs. Like, how can someone from a different race take our idea and flourish? But when we try to do it, it's stagnant. Like you said, Eve, back to everyone not trying to be in the same bandwagon. It's just look crazy, bro. Crazy.
Yep.
I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here too. I hope I'm here for more years.
I'm not putting myself in no situation, honestly.
Eve, if you keep that mask, you'll be here for the next 4 years.
Shut up.
Yeah, that mask is different. I was like, okay.